Well, I kind of forgot that this show was happening this weekend, but thankfully it saves us from basically leaving everyone high and dry for what is essentially a um a month with no shows over here because Night of Champions is happening in Saudi Arabia, and I refuse to talk about any more of these damn Saudi shows unless, well, they're forcing our hand when making it a mania, but oh god, help us. So for now, we will cover the Great American Bash, which is happening this Sunday. Yes, it is happening the same time as Forbidden Door, believe it or not, but never mind that shit. This is the 14th Great American Bash under the WWE banner, the 7th specifically for NXT, and the 28th event overall. And once again, we find ourselves in the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, hence the Great American Bash Orlando. Now, what's interesting is that this event will be on ESPN's Unlimited, the streaming service they have, but it's also being simulcast on the CW. That's
which is
right.
weird.
Yeah, I'm not used to events like this airing on normal TV. It's one thing to have like Saturday night's main event on NBC, but this, I don't know. Let me explain this before we get into it. You see, WWE's contract with Peacock for NXT events ended in mid March of this year, and Stand and Deliver that aired on YouTube in early April. But unfortunately, now WWE has announced a new multi year broadcasting deal for NXT events, in which 20 of them in particular will air, the next 20, starting with this one, will air on the CW's linear channel, starting with Great American Bash. Now, NXT has already been airing on the CW weekly since October 2024. However, ESPN as well will be these NXT events will also be simulcast as well on the ESPN service. If you're outside of the US or you're using a VPN, the Stephanie McMahon approved way, um, you can watch on Netflix, except if you're in Japan and sub-Saharan Africa, where these events are on Abima and Supersport, respectively. I'm Coffee Lover 239. We've got our resident John Moxley stan, Steven, aka it's Dean.
What up?
And we're just gonna get into it right now because there are 7 matches, and after this, I want to go relax before for the rest of the night or whatever. But let's get to it. Starting with this one here. Wait a second. Oh, you motherfuckers. This is not the match I was hoping to here start with. Or was it? Wait, I can't tell. Hey, wait a second. Oh, no. They done messed up the order of the card. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Did I make a little boo-boo here? Hold on. No, I don't think I did, so... they arranged the order here. I don't know why. This match was lower. Oh, never mind. Let's just go with it. Dion Lennox versus Saquon Sugars. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
That's a
So,
real name, folks.
here it is. At Vengeance Day on February 15th, 2025, Dion Lennox and Saquon Sugars, along with Cutler James and Osiris Griffin, debuted the stable Dark State. Yeah, remember them? Yeah, me neither.
I
At
try
Hal-
to forget that.
at Halloween Havoc on October 25th, Lennox and Griffin won the NXT Tag Team Championship, but Lennox relinquished his half of the titles to Sugars on the December 2nd episode of NXT. On the February 24th episode, Sugars and Griffin lost the title to the Vanity Project, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. On the May 19th episode, Lennox and Sugars challenged the Vanity Project for the titles, with Sugars taking the pin. After the match, Lennox, Griffin, and James attacked Sugars, kicking the weak link out of the stable. On the June 2nd episode, Sugars attacked James with a bat as Dark State made their entrance. A week later, Sugars caused a distraction that led to Lennox suffering a loss, and on the June 11th episode, Sugars vs. Lennox at the Great American Bash was announced. Who you got, Dean?
I think. Hold on, because I'm NXT. Some of the new guys I'm trying to remember.
I know.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this name properly, so I'm just getting the right name. I know who I want to win. Hold on, just so I don't butcher it. Okay. Shakur, the second guy, Shakur.
Saquon Sugars.
Yes, yeah.
Jesse's going with Dion Lennox. I'm going with Saquon Sugar since he's the one who got yeeted out of the freaking group here and needs his revenge. Next, Ren Sinclair versus Ariana Grace for the WWE Women's Speed Championship. On the June 16th episode of NXT, Izzy Dame and Ariana Grace were victorious in the first round of the number one contenders tournament to the WWE Women's Speed Championship. A week later, Grace defeated Dame after Dame got distracted by the culling stablemate, Shawn Spears. Grace earned the right to challenge Ren Sinclair for the title at Great American Bash. So yeah, how did we get to here? How did Grace earn the right? Well, why don't we go through this little tournament here? So here was this little tournament that happened over the course of NXT TV. Well, it was only really 2 weeks. In the first round on June 16th, 2026, Ariana Grace defeated Layla Dix to go to the final, and Izzy Dame defeated Thea Hale. In some very short matches. Oh, wait, it's the Speed Championship. That's right, it's kind of the gimmick. Sorry, I forget it even exists. And then in the final, on the June 23rd edition of NXT this year, Ariana Grace defeated Izzy Dame. So, here we are. Who you got, Dean?
Um, I got, I got Aaron Grace.
Jesse says Ren Sinclair. I'm going to go with Ren Sinclair to retain. Next. Yep. Miles Bourne versus Tavion Heights for the North American Championship. Oh, no. We have a problem. Oh, no, we don't. Here it is. Here's the background info. It took me a minute to find it. So, NXT North American Champion Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights were both members of the No Quarter Catch crew. Oh, excuse me. They left the stable to pursue singles opportunities after each of them defeated Charlie Dempsey on the June 3rd, 2025 and July 29th episodes of NXT, respectively. On the May 19th, 2026 episode, Bourne and Tony D'Angelo faced off against Mason Rook and Cam Hendricks. Heights ran out to assist Bourne but accidentally knocked Hendricks into Bourne, allowing Rook and Hendricks to attack Bourne and secure the victory. Later that night, Bourne and Heights had a heated argument backstage, after which Heights stormed off. On the June 2nd episode, Bourne and Heights lost against Dark State, Dion Lennox, and Osiris Griffin, and after the match, Bourne helped Heights stand up, but Heights shoved them away. On the June 9th episode, Heights challenged Bourne to a match for the NXT North American Championship at the Great American Bash. Jackson Drake appeared to state his dislike for Bourne, giving title matches to his friends. Heights then challenged Drake to a number one contenders match for Bourne's title. The match took place a week later. During the match, Bourne helped Heights fend off Drake's The Vanity Project stablemates Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, which allowed Heights to defeat Drake and earn the right to challenge Bourne at the Great American Bash. When Bourne raised Heights' arm after the match, Heights pulled away, stating he could have won on his own. Ouch. The shade is strong. Who's your pick, Dean?
Miles Bourne.
Jesse also says Miles Bourne. I'm going with Miles Bourne to retain on this one. Even if he loses, he still wins because he's dating Stephanie Vaquer. Yep.
Shut
Next.
up and me. Hey, shut up and
Stop
me.
it. And next up is Shiloh Hills versus Tristan Angels. Now, there's no background on this one, so. And Fightful won't give me anything. Well, okay, maybe, but I have to go to the WWE's actual website just to get what I'm looking for here. Because for some reason, the Wikipedia page didn't link all of the directly from WWE.com. It instead linked some stuff from Fightful. Luckily, it's right here. So, after losing the Mr. NXT pageant to Shiloh Hill, Tristan Angels went on a rampage against his opponent, but it proved to be a serious mistake. Hill began tormenting Angels, and now they will battle one on one. Don't care. Clearly, they didn't put the information there. Who's your pick, Dean?
Um, I got. Let me see. Twisted Angels.
Let's see. The Jesse said Tristan Angels. I'll just go in unanimous agreement with y'all so we can get to the next match quicker. Tristan Angels. Hmm. Zarya versus Tatum Paxley for the Women's North American Championship. Unfortunately, there's no background information for this one either, which sucks. And again, I gotta go back to WWE.com just to get what I need. Thankfully, it's right here. So, Tatum Paxley is out to regain the NXT Women's North American Championship when she takes on the dangerous new champion of Zarya. The Australian powerhouse dethroned Paxley a few weeks ago, but the former champion is not going down without a fight. Can Paxley become a two-time Women's North American champion, or will Zarya continue her reign of terror? Alright, who you got, Dean?
Um, Compact. No, wait, Zeria. Sorry, no, Zeria.
Zarya. Alright. Jesse says Zarya, and that after the match, Tessa Blanchard will attack Zarya afterwards. I'm going with
Oh
Zarya, but
God.
I'm not holding my breath for that last thing to happen. Now for the Women's NXT Championship. Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray.
This was gonna be interesting. I'll just say that.
Okay, yeah, here it is. On the May 12th episode of NXT, Kalani Jordan and Kendall Gray, accompanied by an injured Ren Sinclair, battled each other in the ring. During their match, Izzy Dame and NXT Women's Champion Lola Vice brawled from backstage to ringside, accidentally tripping Sinclair and distracting Gray. After losing to Gray, Jordan shoved Vice for hitting her injured ally before Dame knocked Vice out. On the following week, Jordan, Gray, and Dame argued over who deserves to get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. Vice announced that Dame would receive her title shot on the following episode. While Jordan was vocally furious at Vice's decision, Ren Sinclair blindsided Jordan with her crutch. On the May 26th episode, Vice successfully retained the NXT Women's Championship against Dame. On June 9th episode, Gray defeated Jordan to earn the right to challenge Vice for the NXT Women's Championship at the Great American Bash. Excuse me. Who you got, Dean?
Uh, Lola Vice.
Jesse also says Lola Vice and that Jada Parker will challenge her for a later date after the match, and the two will shake on it. I'm gonna go with Lola Vice. That finally leads us to our main event, or at least what I assume will be the main event. That being Tony D'Angelo versus Naraku for the NXT Championship. On April 21st, 2026 episode of NXT champion Tony D'Angelo received a white box with the kanji symbol for war on it. On the following episode, Naraku was confronting.
I
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, confronting D'Angelo with a flag containing the same kanji symbol. After he left, D'Angelo was attacked by Tavion Heights and a debuting Mason Rook. On the May 26th episode, D'Angelo challenged Naraku, demanding he openly admit his desire for a title shot. Naraku declared his intention to keep D'Angelo as champion so they could face off. Later that night, Naraku warned Rook not to interfere in D'Angelo's title defense against Cam Hendricks the following week. On the following episode, Naraku and Rook thwarted Hendrix's attempt to illegally use weapons during his NXT Championship challenge against D'Angelo, who successfully retained the title by defeating him. The following week, Naraku and Rook fought to determine D'Angelo's challenger for the NXT Championship at the Great American Bash, with Naraku emerging victorious. Later that night, Naraku gave D'Angelo a card containing a yellow kanji symbol, inviting him to battle. Who's your pick, Dean?
I got the Dawn of NXT himself, Tony D.
That's also what Jesse says, and also that Enzo Amore will return. God help
Oh,
us.
oh no,
No.
Jesse! Why you keep doing this, Jesse?
Maybe it won't actually happen and he'll be let down. I don't know. I'm going with Tony D'Angelo to retain on this one. That's it. We didn't leave you guys high and dry after all. Let's see what the deal is. I guess the next one technically will be SummerSlam, but that won't be until early August.
Hey,
So,
Coffee, it's not called SummerSlam. It's called Summer.
scam.
Yep.
Man. But we'll be back then for certain. I don't think there's anything else in between for the month of July, so we'll see you on the next show. And thank you for being here, Dean.
Anytime.
Yeah, so till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank y'all for watching. Goodbye. Be kind to each other, and I'm gonna go get some rest. I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.